Okay, would you rather be forced to have sex with a kangaroo on a game show or have your throat cut out with a dull saw by your own clone?
Season 2 finished airing in late 2017. You filmed
Yeah.
it not long after that. How does it feel to be revisiting it all now?
We always make these seasons kind of in a vacuum. And it almost feels like each season is its own time capsule because so much time has truly passed and the world changes so dramatically between each season and our lives. So yeah, it is like looking back at the pilot, if you would have told me when we were like millennials gossiping about, that then I would be doing these deeply dramatic courtroom scenes, I would have been like, what?
We see on the show the past kind of catching up with everyone in the way that maybe we feel as millennials now. It's like there's a
No,
deeper resonance.
it's deeply confronting for a lot of people. I felt that way when I first watched Girls, where I was like, I feel like I'm watching my experience living in New York, my 20s. But I think Search Party is like, it's gotten not dystopian, but it's like you've watched these characters kind of dip their toe in hot water and be like, these are my problems. And then suddenly the problems become bigger and bigger and do feel like a reflection on like privilege and white privilege and, all the cliches, or not cliches, but the stereotypes of being a millennial that are confronting and really funny and very satirical when you're able to make fun of them.
You didn't tell anyone about that thing I told you, right? Because it was like a really, really big secret.
Are you actually asking me that?
I'm sorry, it's just Dory was arrested and I really don't know what that means for me. And I'm just really scared.
As we're waiting for the verdict,
Yeah.
I don't know what I want the outcome to be, because I think in some way it's like, well, everyone just should be in trouble because they did actually do it. But I do have affection for the characters, I guess, but especially I feel like as a show and the cast, I'm like, oh, I want them to be okay. It's a very weird experience.
I think that sort of push and pull is how I've approached playing Portia, because I think I do think we have this fascination with I think the Amanda Knox kind of quality of Dory's story, and Alia plays that so beautifully. But I think Portia is constantly like, are we good or bad? Are you good or bad? How do I become good? Do I want you to go to jail because you ruined my life, but then I also miss you and can you scratch my back? Like it's this gray area of I don't even know what Portia, sometimes I think our characters probably feel the same way you do as a viewer. I don't know, they've done these awful things to varying degrees, but we still kind of root for them.
When she's not feeling it from Dory and Drew and Elliot, she obviously turns to religion, but not in the way that we normally see it on TV. She's definitely in it for the love.
She also just found Christianity because she was lost looking for somewhere to charge her phone, and that was just benevolent energy for her. So she was just like, oh, you're nice to me now, okay. She could be the person also that, her personality would be, full cult. She would go I look like I'm in a cult right now. Look like I'm in a crazy cult. Maybe I'm not far off.
You also eventually get to a point where you're being doused in honey, and are you ever I don't know, what's your reaction to reading a scene like that?
There is a weird part of my brain that's like, yeah, bring on. If it's too cushy of a day, I don't know. There's a part of me that actually reads those scenes and just gets excited. I think there's so much humor in watching Portia or getting to play someone in such extreme circumstances. And the crazier they go and the higher the stakes are, which sometimes includes really gnarly things like being covered in actual honey, and it excites me.
Where does Portia go from here?
They become so extremely bonded by their trauma by the end of season 3. And I don't think I can say much in terms of story there, but I will say that we see a lot of them together figuring out more. I think every season, I don't know how Espy and Charles top it. I always, after I read the scripts, I'm like, okay, well, you've done it and there's nowhere to go. And then every season they do. And so I think people will be pleasantly surprised that it just gets deeper and deeper for them.
Dory, see?
Where?
Your lawyers.
I'm gonna close my eyes for a minute.
This is, again, a show that has such a specific DNA, but it brings in so many amazing comedic actors that we've seen be amazing in other things, but then they come in and they just fit so perfectly into the show. talked a lot about Shalita Grant. I think she's just mind-blowing.
She added something the show this season really needed. Like she came in like just with so much comedic precision, and she made such strong choices with that character that I think elevated our season in such a major way. And what a yeah, I could geek out about her for a while. She was amazing.
Have you had like a favorite experience of watching someone and just fully like embody the show perfectly and kind of kill it?
I have so many just like geeked out watching I've had countless of them with Allie and John and the Johns. I mean, watching them, working with John early is just, I can't even, he's so he's also just the kindest person you've ever met. He has the biggest heart. And so, but getting to watch my friends just like kill it. There was a scene when John Reynolds comes in with the obelisk, and he comes in all sweaty and he's really angry at the end of season 3, where he's like, we did this. Like he's no longer living in denial. And he just gives this achingly beautiful performance. I just kept like, I'm one step away from on other people's coverage being like, I had that moment with Shalita, watching Michaela this season. I mean, Louis Anderson is one of my all-time, like, I just worship him. And I got like a couple little moments with him that just, I could go on and on and on. And it is special to watch these comedians. And I think Espy and Charles, all 4 of us, and then now the integral guest stars and recurring characters, like, all share a pretty similar sensibility of what we like.
It's occurring to me for the first time, and I'm like, it's hitting me like a wave, like we're gonna be totally fine because it was self-defense. Oh my God. Do you hear that? Do you hear that, dolphins? The truth will set us free.